In fact, bridging the gap between what we plan to do and what we actually do is the single biggest challenge that holds brilliant business owners like you and me back from moving from being a worker to being the business owner. When people notice that they're falling behind, they try to fix it with like brutal force. All kinds of mental chatters happen inside, like I need more discipline, harsher rules, or I need a drill sergeant in my ear cracking a whip. But we have all got it wrong, you guys. Accountability should not feel like a punishment. That's what I really, really believe hard in. A while back on my Teach Me Something podcast, I sat down with a phenomenal performance and productivity expert. Her name is Michelle Demers. She introduced me to a concept that has somehow reframed how I approach execution in my own life and business. She calls it loving accountability. If you want to see our deep dive interview on this topic, I'm dropping a link to Michelle's interview in the description below. So you can check it out. She goes a little deeper than I am talking to you right now. Michelle taught me that real lasting consistency comes from building habits, simple, repeatable guardrails. They protect your progress with compassion instead of guilt. So today I want to share how you can bring that exact framework into your daily rhythm to make massive progress in your own business. The core of Michelle's philosophy comes down to one daily rhythm. Okay. A lot of us look at a major business asset like, say, writing a book or building a marketing ecosystem. We all assume that we need to carve out a huge chunk of time, massive hours blocked out every single day, even before we start.
When you set the bar that high, life gets in the way. A client emergency pops up, your calendar fills up, you procrastinate, and you end up doing nothing.
So, Michelle's signature Power 15 method proves that touching your primary goals just 15 minutes a day is infinitely more powerful than waiting for a 3 hour window that might happen by chance. I teach my clients the same thing. When you break your action down to bite sized daily touches, you bypass the friction of overthinking. You completely automate your habit. Now, what happens on the days when you don't hit the mark? That's where loving accountability changes the game. Think about your favorite fitness reality shows. You have trainers who scream at you, who yell, who berate people until they throw up. That is the internal voice a lot of us use on ourselves when we're having a bad day. But Michelle shared with me an incredible mental tool. Step outside of yourself and look at your own actions like you're a scientist. Instead of getting angry at yourself for procrastinating, get curious. Say, that's interesting. Why did I avoid that task today? What was the actual root cause or emotional baggage behind it? When you replace judgment with curiosity, you can actually fix the root problem instead of just drowning in guilt. This exact conversation is what inspired me to completely redesign how structure and human behavior interact across my entire ecosystem. If you read my book, Stop, Mind the Gap, you know that the entire focus is closing that frustrating loop between intent and execution. I realized that I wanted my readers and my coaching clients to achieve true life changing results. I had to build physical guardrails into my program. Okay, not literally, but you can actually check out the video link to Michelle Demers in the description below to see what exactly or how exactly she trains coaches to do this, because for me, it's become a bedrock of my frameworks. Think of a bowling lane with the children's guardrail pulled up. Your daily actions can zigzag you, they can slow you down, and you can have less productive days. But the rails keep the ball out of the gutter. So you still hit the pins on the head. That's exactly why I built weekly hyper-focused accountability components directly into my business coaching programs. It's also the exact mechanisms that drive high vibe accountability pods that I host inside Connections and Fab Collabs. We don't do passive weekly catch-ups where people scramble to report their progress at the very last second. We use daily touch points or touch points multiple times in a week. If someone in our pod is slipping and they go quiet for more than 2 or 3 days, our team reaches out instantly. The members in the pod, they reach out instantly, not to punish them or berate them, but to love them through the challenge, to clear that friction and help them still show up. Because in my community, Connections and Fab Collabs, the golden rule is very simple, you guys. You have to play to stay. So, in my opinion, true accountability doesn't mean you have to be perfect every single day. Just go about building a sacred space and a simple system that refuses to let you fall into the gutter. If you're ready to start closing the gap in your business and stop chasing shiny objects, make sure you hit like to this video, subscribe to this channel, and leave me a comment letting me know what's one 15-minute daily action you're going to commit to today. Keep moving forward, protect your guardrails, and I will see you in my next video.